today. From Empower Field,
it's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They'll start on the ground with Moss. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll go again here with Moss. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. On 4th down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. That's taken at around the 40. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. Bringing them out is the 12th-year pro seeking a return to Pro Bowl form, Russell Wilson.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round 1. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
So 1st and goal, and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. They'll try and run. This is Williams. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run. Here's Burton, the fullback. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Mike Burton taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. Now here he is on the road. Look, Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. This is taken around the 12. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And out will come the offense as they take over. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. To throw is Wilson. He'll find its tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
He'll buy some time right. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. Here's Wilson to throw. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Wilson. And that's going to be caught by Sutton. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 13-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. A give to Williams, running right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got him the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Adam Troutman from 3 yards out. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level. That time, a 9-play drive, and it ends with a Denver touchdown.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
2nd down, here's Richardson. This pass reeled in by Hull. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. And they'll hand off to Hull. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Richardson. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Richardson has to get them to the line in a hurry now. As this complete to Woods. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. This 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, Richardson. Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 33. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And Richardson yet again connecting over the middle with Downs. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now a 2nd and 2. Richardson working from the gun. Flushed out right. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that earns them a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, Richardson out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this 1st half of play. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Richardson looking to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC Wildcard game. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 2 catches in the 1st half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Up the middle, it's Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Flush to his right. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. The give is to McLaughlin. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially that he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Richardson to throw. The toss here completed to Pittman. And Pittman going to have a Colts first down as the tackle made up near the 35. Now a carry here for their fullback. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. There, Richardson back to throw it. And he'll have it pinned down. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. 1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On the give, this is their fullback. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Richardson on 3rd and short. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. Richardson's throw caught by Pierce. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down. Now Richardson. This pass left side to Downs. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd and 1, Richardson to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. Touchdown! Michael Pittman, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Colts are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was capped off on the touchdown catch by Michael Pittman. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that first down run.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. From midfield now, here's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose and they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. Quinn Miners, third-round pick in 2021, called for the penalty. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. They run it again with Williams. And a short gain here down to the 22. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Throwing is Wilson. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. but it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
Williams is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. I suppose it wasn't out of the realm of possibility that we could have seen a comeback, but that touchdown should put any hopes of a comeback out of reach. It's been a really quality effort for him here in this one.
And no matter what else you think, you have to admire the initiative to finish things off their way. Don't leave anything to chance, no matter how small the odds of a comeback were. Send it home with a touchdown and get to celebrating.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Richardson. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3-and-out.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Richardson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. Indy set to go on offense once more. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Richardson looking to throw this. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Richardson tries the right side, finding Woods here. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Richardson. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw again.
Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.